Hello, hello. Good day, good day. What is up, everybody? Today is Monday, June 27th, about 10 to 6 p.m. And we're here and we're going live. We're doing a check in. It's been a minute since I've been on. My apologies. Sorry to everybody, whoever watches my videos and follows me. Sorry it's taken me a while to post a video. I've been busy, life is like that. We get busy, things go on, things happen. But for the most part, things have been good. The recovery is still good, the supports are good, everything is good in that respect. It's just finding the balance, right? So I heard an elder say recently, and it really stuck with me, is that if we don't have balance, can't fly straight. We're crooked. We're flying crooked. So always the balance is important to maintain the balance. I like doing a lot of projects. I like, doing more than one thing at once. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. It gets me distracted. But let me introduce you guys to the newest family member. This is Silver Wolf. Hey, Silver Wolf, say hi to everybody. What a beautiful little cat. My bro's cat had kittens. So he asked me, I said, sure, I'll open up my house to a kitten for the kids, right? I actually just finished moving like 2 weeks ago, and my house is still, coming together. It's not quite where I want it to be, but I was staying on the second floor in a one bedroom, and it came to be where another apartment opened up and it has three bedrooms. So I now have a three-bedroom place, and that's great because my boys are going to come stay with me for the summer. And I'm looking at opening my home to people, to my granddaughter who may be coming to visit me for a while. I was actually in Edmonton visiting her this week, and it was really great. It was nice to just to visit family, to touch base, and to be a part of that. I've been doing a lot of presentations lately. I've been on a little bit of a presentation tour, which has been great. I've really enjoyed it. I was in Soto First Nation. I was in Stanley Mission First Nation. I was in Mooseman. I was in Thunderchild, Mosquito, and I was even invited to Sweetgrass First Nation to do a presentation at the culture camp, which was great. It was my first time being at culture camp as a presenter. I have attended culture camps on my own as a youth and stuff. I love culture camps. I think they're great, just educational and connecting people with other healthy people to be able to support them. So I think that's great. My new role is going really good. I'm enjoying it. I'm learning a lot. I'm facilitating workshops at Straight Up, and I'm helping people with their presentation skills so they're learning how to present in a good way. I really enjoy that. I also continue to work part-time at the transitional housing, and that's really good because I've accessed places like that in my past, right? Had to access those resources. So I have that perspective. And when I'm coming into work there, I bring that perspective of being in those places. So I just find it really rich and empowering in that respect. And my coworkers all listen to my suggestions, and they support me and help me on this journey. Oh, you're just biting me. Stop biting. So I'm really enjoying life. I'm staying busy. I'm working on projects. I got the clothing line that I'm working on right now. It's just like the final designs of how I want it to look, which is great. And I have people reaching out to me who are interested in hearing my story or having me come and present in their community. And that's amazing. I love it. It's so powerful. It's my dream. It's my dream to just be a speaker and just to be able to thrive off that, to help people and to make money and to live and to just have a nice, well-rounded, balanced life. It's really a blessing. And so today I wanted to share a story about when I was about 12 or 13 years old. I lived in Regina. And like at that time in my life, I was, running away from home. I was hanging out with negative people. I was smoking and drinking and getting into the dope. And these things are not free, as we know, they cost money. So being that age, didn't have a job, we didn't have money, so we're stealing, right? We're breaking into cars and stealing cars. Sometimes we'd find the keys in that car, and sometimes we'd just steal the car altogether with the screwdriver. And I was taught how to do this at like 12 or 13 years old. I learned how to steal a car. And so I used to just like go off stealing cars. I was just like almost like it was a triggering thing for me. Like it was just the feeling I would get, I guess, like the thrill. I thrived on the thrill of it, if I was going to get caught or not. And so I would steal these cars and we'd drive around. We used to play bumper cars with real life stolen cars for fun. That's how little I cared about myself. And we used to get in high speed chases with the police. We used to get in these high speed chases with the police just to see if we could get away, and we'd get a thrill out of it. We thought it was the most awesome thing ever. And so one night we're out there and we're stealing cars, and I steal this nice car and it has like really nice rims on it, like Megs, right? And one of my friends is like, "Oh, hey, we can go sell that on the reserve." I was like, "Oh, okay." But we needed a ride back. So, okay, let's take this vehicle to the reserve. So we had two stolen vehicles, and we're driving out to the front of me because it was his buddy's reserve. So they were going to his reserve. So we're going to his reserve. We're driving. I'm young. I'm inexperienced. I don't know how to drive really good, especially on the good roads. And the guy in front of me, he was an older bro, about 17 or 18, and he had experience. So he was driving really fast on this grid road, and I'm trying to keep up, and I'm falling behind. And next thing I know, he takes a corner. And so I'm like getting scared that I'm gonna fall behind and get lost and be stranded on this reserve. So I try and speed up to catch up to them. And then I go to take that sharp corner. And as soon as I go to take that corner, the car starts going towards the ditch. So instinctively, I thought, slam on the brakes. So I went to go slam on the brakes, but guess what? I missed the brakes and I hit the gas. So I just slammed on the gas. As soon as I slammed on the gas, the car starts going into a roll. I remember it like I had my belt on. I remember it was going for a roll. And so I put up my arm, like the windshield just spidered. And I put up my hands and it was boom, 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 boom. 7 or 8 times at least, easily, I'm sure of it. And the car was upside down and the wheels were spinning and it was dust and it was smoky. It was like, 10 in the morning or something. And I was in the car in my belt upside down. So I unhooked my belt and I fell to the ground. As soon as I fell to the ground, I crawled to the side and I rolled up the window and I was able to crawl out of the window. That's when they still had the roller window. That's how old this story is. I crawled out the window and I'm getting up, I'm dusting myself off, and the bros are backing up in that other stolen vehicle. They're backing up to me. And then they yell out the window, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, I'm okay. I'm driving," I said, is what I told them, right? And they kind of laughed and they said, "You're not driving." And so they let me into the car and I fell asleep. I fell asleep in that back seat. And when I woke up, guess who was standing there waking me up? The RCMP. So we were arrested. We were all charged and we are all taken to jail. So I got charged for that, right? Years later, I'm on Cows's high school, and SGI came there to do a presentation. And then they say, "Is anybody here a seatbelt survivor?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." I put up my hand. "I'm a seatbelt survivor." And I said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." And so I storied up and I told them the story of what happened. I didn't tell that it was a stolen car. I more or less just said I was involved in a rollover on a reserve and it rolled a bunch of times, but I survived because I had my belt on. And I truly know that that seatbelt saved my life. And I just naturally assume that everyone nowadays wears a seatbelt. Like when you get in your car, it starts going off if you don't put on your belt. It starts beeping and making noise. But one of my friends was telling me, is like, no, there's a lot of people who don't wear their seatbelts still. I was like, what? In this day and age? I said, okay, well, I'm going to start sharing this story because it's important. It's important for people in the cities. It's important for people in the communities. It's important for everybody. Wear your seatbelt. It'll save your life. And so when SGI, when I told them about the story, they said, well, we're actually going to do a poster and we want to know, would you like to be on a poster? And I was like, sure, yeah, I could be on a poster. So it was a little bit of a process. It took a little bit of time, but eventually I ended up linking up with them in Saskatoon here, and we got this poster done. This is my Seatbelt Save Lives SGI poster. There it is. That was done in about 2004, I think, is when it was done. So for those of y'all who don't wear your seatbelts, please do us all a favor. Wear your belt. Wear it for your loved ones. Wear it for your children. Wear it for yourself. Seatbelts save lives. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to end it here. I just wanted to put out a quick video that touch base, let everybody know I'm doing great. I'm doing, really amazing. Things are going well. I'm really busy, which is a blessing, and so we're getting things done. And those who follow me, I appreciate your support, encouragement. I appreciate those who reach out to check on me to make sure I'm all right. I'm doing really good. And I just need that consistency and that balance as we all do. So I hope you all have a great week. Stay true to yourselves and make sure you access your resources and wear your belt. Have a good day. Prestigious Pelche, we out.